that. We believe in that. So that's why we call it marginalized, and that's one of the reasons why. But so this is some of the things that is quite important. Some of the important findings that lead us to take the next step. That is about the production. For example, this wooden cart is made of all the parts are made from recycled materials. And in order to facilitate this production, they have to make friends and subsequently develop a network with the cleaners in that area. So when the cleaners discover suitable material, they will call them to pick it up. So we try to partner them with professional industrial designers. So this is to turn a cart into a table. That's the design. Because because this kind of craftsmen, the craftsman industry, they are always regarded as declining industries in Hong Kong. But we think that the technique or the knowledge inside should be carried on. That's why, in order to carry on, in order to preserve it, we have to develop it into something that is closer to the contemporary lifestyle. And that's why the table. And also in working on this collaboration, we have a principle of equal share or fair share of credit and profit between the craftsman and the designer. So the craftsman now is not something that stay behind the scene. They enjoy some sort of rights over the product together with the designer. This is what we try to do. And in the future, because we want to develop this into a social enterprise. So in the future, if this kind of the profit will be also shared, and also we try to develop an education model around it, so that there will be students learning the skill from the masters. So there are one generation, you have the craftsmen, another generation the designers, and the third generation of creators, that's the students. So this is the table. You can see some sort of ownership of the craftsman over the products, which may not be that usual with them. The table actually still retains some of the characteristics of the wooden carts. So you can see the old product and the new product compared. And this is how the table was used in the seminar. This is the same designer presenting his project, his collaboration with the tables. So there's more development. This is a pinhole camera made with the metalware. So Samship or SSP is actually in an even bigger redevelopment area. So we are talking about more than 2,000 households being affected by it. So we are only just one of the many things that happen there in response to the redevelopment process. So for example, this is another case using the quite similar method that we do, but not done by us, but some friends. They try to visualize the different kind of business on the street, on the affected area, and come up with an exhibition. So this is a newspaper stand. This is the machine shop. And this is how they also mobilize the media. This is like a newspaper article, but it's visual. It's teaching the head of the development bureau how to be a good director. So it's because it's drawn by a teacher. He's using the same language she teach her primary school students, but this time she's teaching the head of the development bureau. Yeah. So it's there's a kind of humor in it. So this is I think one of the things we can learn from this project is how they mobilize the media. For example, they set up a lot of blogs and also with some help from these young writers. There's a lot of articles and newspaper essays produced out of from this project. So this is the, well, this is you can call it a demonstration, but I think it's very creative. They this is a garage, so they put a table and they set up a banquet every night and waiting. They send an invitation letter to the head of the development bureau, and they wait there every night for her to come to have dinner with them and to have a direct face-to-face conversation with the residents. And at last, on the 24th night, she came. She's the one in the green sweater. That's our head of development bureau. But in the end, she's just repeating the government standpoint about the decision about redevelopment. And also, another thing they try to do is the resident concern group try to do is to keep one of the buildings or two of the buildings in the area for community usage, to have a daycare center and everything inside that building. So the social network, for some extent, will still stay in that area. So this is they try to work with an artist to put tape to visualize the future use of that building. So you can imagine if they can do not just the ground level shops, but the whole facade of the big building. It can be something like a very good visualization. Okay, to summarize, this is what we, from all the above cases and all our experience, this is something that we try to summarize. So we start with visualizing the residents of business ecology and social network. And basically we focus a lot on the local knowledge. Okay. So on one hand, it articulates the community values, and on the other hand, it's a kind of asset mapping. Because we are not looking at what we as the researcher at the Community Museum Project, we are not looking at what people lack, but what people have. What kind of knowledge and skill and technique and knowledge they possess. This is what we try to do. And after we discover it, we try to promote it, for example, through exhibition. So exhibition is not, unlike a museum, exhibition to us is not the end, but one of the platforms in the process. So in between, we try to mobilize the media and invite collaboration like the designers, like other artists who are interested in using and developing the knowledge. And then we come up with something new. Some programs with education and conservation exchange and economic implications. And also in this way, we try to nurture new social relations. For example, in Hong Kong, craftsmen and designers, they belong to very different communities. Hong Kong is a very compartmentalized society. Every profession, they don't talk to each other. So in this case, we try, in this pairing up or teaming up, we try to get them together. Now, for example, the wooden couch maker, they sometimes receive a lot of strange commissions from the architecture department or the design department of university. Their production becomes stranger and stranger because of the other inputs. Yeah. Okay, so that's it. Thank you.